Have you guys ever looked at a career wheel where it shows you on the outside of the career wheel is like the level jobs, and then you move into management, then middle management, and then executive, and then CEO? My wife and I were looking at this graph at a high school, and we're like, all these entry level jobs where you build up the skill, you build up the resilience, you build up the knack for reading data and have critical thinking, they're literally going to be gone in the next 2 or 3 years with the way that AI is going. And then we just started talking about, well, how do we position our kids in a world that is powered by AI? Because let's just be frank, parents, our kids are going to grow up with AI whether we like it or not. They are going to learn it, they're going to learn how to use it, and they're going to be much more proficient than you and I are going to be. They just are. That's the world that they're growing up in. So then I started thinking, well, what are skills that we can share with our kids so that they have a slight, I guess you can say, edge, a slight X factor when it comes to going in for interviews and dealing with people. And that is it. You still have to work with people. You still have to communicate with people. You still have to get into social environments where you're interacting with people. And it made me think about when my son, Luca, who's now 7 years old, when he was 2 or 3 years old, he was the shyest kid on earth. Like he was always attached to my leg or my wife's leg at social outings. He was just shy. And then I was thinking, he is the complete 180 opposite from that shy kid now. He now asks questions. He asks very curious questions. He goes up and approaches you and he says hello. And he's always asking for people's names. And he's starting to ordering his own food. And then we're like, well, how did that come about? That came about because of us being very conscious of him and those weaknesses that he had back then, that he needed to build up those skills over time. So what we did, just so that you know, our formula was very simple, was A, we understand that he's going to be shy. B, shyness does not mean that you cannot say hello and you cannot greet people. And thirdly, it was our job to give him exposure to different environments to build up his confidence, to build up his skill. So what my wife and I did, and hopefully you guys can use this for your kids if they are shy, is to take them to different environments all the time. You need to show them constantly different people, different environments, different outings, different shopping centers, different playgrounds, different people's homes, if you have friends that have different homes, because it just allows them to have so much variety that they have to adapt to these environments and they must say hello. For us, it's a very simple thing. Just say hello and you build it from there. And then from that, it's a snowball effect. We built momentum. We kept on encouraging him. We kept on telling him that, hey, look, that was fantastic. Keep it up. And 3-4 years later, he's this confident, buzzing kid that can socialize. So that is the number one skill that I want my kid to always have for life, is to have that warmth, that trust, that ability to socialize in any environment. And you see it all the time. Kids make friends. Those that you see with that sort of confidence, they make friends so easily. Just go, hi, how are you? There's no fronting, there's no posturing. They just want to have fun. They're curious. They ask wonderful questions with one another, and they don't have a guard up. So yeah, I encourage you to have a think about it, to encourage your kids to be more sociable, especially in this AI driven world that we're living in now, to communicate with you, to talk to them, to ask them how their day is, because you're part of that journey as well, to help your kids growing confidence with their communication. So something that I wanted to reflect on, a call of action. It's very, very simple. Get out there with your kids, expose them to different things, make sure they say hello, let them be proactive with their journey on communication, let them let them order their food. Just try little things. Yeah. And just be the first to say, how's your day, mate? That's it. Have a beautiful day. To more socializing, to more hellos, to more meet and greets. Okay? Because that's what we are. We're humans. And that's how we connect, by socializing. Have a beautiful one. Peace out.